Let's talk SMART goals. Now, in the previous module, we covered the importance of goal setting, but in today's video, I'm actually going to give you the legitimate framework that you can use to set your goals, stick to your goals, and ensure that those goals are hit. And you're not just speaking about these things and going to bed dreaming about these things, but you're literally seeing this shit in real life. So again, if you want to build bigger delts, you want to build a ridiculous and massive back and truly get stronger in your training, I'm going to teach you how to see those shit. I'm going to see how to make sure that when you look in the mirror, you can actually look, feel, and know that you've actually done those things. So here we have SMART goals. Now, SMART goals is essentially an acronym. So each letter stands for something, and it's a really, really simple framework that you can apply to any goal as well. So again, I know obviously we're in the PTO course, but let's say it's transferred into your mindset, your training, your life, your relationships, your jobs, your money and financial success. So breaking off with, you'll see this on the screen at all times as well, but within SMART goals we have the different steps that it'll fall into. So first one within the S, we have specific. Now specific is very, very important because you don't just want to set a goal. As I've always said, you want to break it down into the granular form. So start breaking these goals down, make it specific to you, to the situation, to the actual, what it is that you're actually wanting to achieve. For example, if you're looking to build financial literacy, you're looking to make more money, you're not going to start blowing all your money on designer clothes, out, and you're not going to set yourself a goal of buying a Moncler jacket. Would it be specific? Would it? Wouldn't be any relevance, would it? So the idea with your specific goals is make sure that it's detailed, make sure that you can get crystal clear on what it is that you want to achieve, what it is that you want to box off. And again, we'll keep this physically training optimized, we'll keep this physically training relevant. So make sure that if you're setting these goals, is it to max out the leg press? For example, I had a massive goal that I really wanted to deadlift 4 plates. That was the first step in making my goals specific. The next one that we start to go into is measurable. So make sure that your goal is measurable. How are you actually going to measure the goal? Are you going to logbook your lifts? Are you going to be using, your phone to record your lifts? This is something that I do consistently all the time. I'm always recording my lifts, and as well as that, makes for cool content as well. So the idea here is that as you measure your goals, ultimately what gets measured gets managed. So you can quite literally control the rate of your progress. If you're just winging these sessions, you've done the first step, you've been specific, but you're not actually measuring them, what really are you actually achieving? How are you going to quantify how well you've achieved your goals and how well you've actually measured them? You can't, because there is no sort of logical system to base that off. How do you base and measure success if you have no system to start with? So something as simple as a logbook. Again, you can even go into the resource section. I've got logbook templates, I've got training guides, I've even got training programs that you can follow. So a lot of this is already pre-done for you. So head over to the resource section and check everything out. But measurable really actually makes a key step, and it sort of leads into the next one, which makes it attainable. Now, most people fall short of the goals because they either set something too high or they undercut themselves and don't really respect them goals. So making sure that the goal is attainable is of the utmost importance. Again, if you're new into the gym and tomorrow's session you want to go pick up an 8-plate deadlift, is that really an attainable goal? It's not, is it? And then the reason why attainable is so important is because of the domino effect it creates mentally. Because again, if you set something that isn't quite attainable and you fall short of that, it's going to have a negative effect on your mindset, and it's going to create a level of self-doubt that's going to transfer into other elements. Some people may never pick up a deadlift bar again because they've set something that wasn't quite attainable because they saw something falsified online. So you want to make sure that goals are attainable. There's nothing wrong with starting at level 1 and working your way up. In fact, the very beauty of life, the very beauty of your training, and it is completely, you can gamify the entire process. You can start at level 1, you can do side quests, gain XP, level up prestige, get gold skins, diamond skins, camos, everything. The very beauty of that is that you can literally, attain these great things. So making sure that it's attainable needs to make sure that you start off and make it specific to you. Can you actually attain these goals? Yes, you want to be holding yourself to a higher standard, and really you want to make sure that you can hit these goals, but don't make it too easy to be. You want to make sure that it's attainable to hit as well. Next, we move into relevance. Now, relevance is important again because without relevance, why are you actually doing it? The idea of relevance here is that it needs to be specific to what you're doing. It needs to link up to your goal. There's a key thing that I always work towards here is make your actions align with your goals, and you can even double down on that and make sure that your words are doing the same thing as well. You become what you think, you do what you say you will do, and ultimately you're a product of your actions. So if you've got a goal, again going back to the specific statement, if you've got a goal of maxing out the leg press, but again within your daily actions you're not even doing the leg press, where is the relevance within those goals? You need to make sure that the relevance is there, because without the relevance, there is no real guarantee of you actually achieving those goals. And I guess obviously leading into the final one, sort of tie it all up together in a nice big bow, we have time-based. Now time-based essentially puts, it adds a level of urgency to it, which I quite like, because urgency, pressure, it forms the best and finest things in life. It's almost like you can create a synthetic level of adversity. You know, I just finished up a 20k run this morning, never even remotely attempted to do anything like that, but I gave myself a time limit to do that. I woke up early to get it done, and I placed myself in a scenario where there was no option but to do that. I did that, it made me feel good. So time-based goals are really, really important. Start looking at everything that you've answered so far and think, you know, what is the time frame that you want to achieve in? Is it 6 months, 12 months? Is it a micro goal? Is it a week? Is it a day? Is it by the end of today? There are loads of these things that you begin to apply, and ultimately with SMART goals, this has been a framework overall, but apply this to big goals, small goals, daily goals, hourly goals, and then I nearly almost dropped the phone. And the idea with the time-based goals is that the more that you can apply it, the more that you can actually, you know, think, you know, what can you actually achieve in a given time frame. And again, you can essentially attach a higher price tag to yourself. If you can think, right, I've done this in an hour, so let's do this in 2 hours, and tomorrow I'm going to do this. So you can actually use your time-based goals, the time-based element, the SMART goals, to actually push yourself and hold yourself to a higher standard. So apply SMART goals, and honestly, your progress will skyrocket.